Howdy Tabletop RPG fans, thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Wrangle-Me Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this DIY RPG topic is Affinity Publisher RPGzines. Publisher is the third amazing graphics application from the line of Affinity software from Serif, which includes Photo and Designer. You can purchase it from Windows Marketplace for PC or the Affinity website for PC or Mac. It regularly goes on sale and right now is 50% off for folks working from home during the pandemic. Even at full price, it's an amazing deal compared to any graphic apps or suites from higher priced alternatives. I use all three Affinity apps on my RPGzine projects and use the persona buttons to switch between apps while my document remains open to work on any parts. I encourage you to learn Affinity Publisher or Photo and Designer by watching videos like these from many tutorials on YouTube and then actually using it to work on your projects. Like any complex software, certain parts will feel familiar while other parts can take a bit to grasp. I used Serif Publisher, same company, before Affinity Publisher, and some of my workflow changed while learning this incredible new version. Affinity Publisher RPGzine tips. I brainstorm and challenge my RPG designs on a whiteboard or notebook page first. I create a lot of my design content in Microsoft Excel, Word, or OneNote. I collect art reference from Pinterest and then draw artwork in my sketchbooks for use or use readily available stock art graphics. I use free or licensed font families with normal, bold, and italic to take advantage of the complete font options. If your font is missing bold or italic, you can't use that style. This is subtly different than an app like Microsoft Word, which will bold or italicize any font with software. I recommend getting fonts that are free to use commercially from sites like Font Squirrel or Google Fonts. I use Affinity Designer to make 2D vector-based artwork to embed in my RPGzines. I use Affinity Photo to manipulate and cut out the background of raster-based or photo artwork. I use Affinity Publisher to create all text and tables to import it with cut and paste. Provided you created your custom template from the default template, you should have available all the default text styles for body, headers, boxed, and table text. For an RPGzine, I recommend going with one column layout. For an 8.5 inch by 11 inch splat book, I suggest using 2 columns. For a landscape one-page RPG, I suggest using 3 columns. It is very easy to set up a custom wrap settings to have your text flow around graphics and tables. I changed my default body and header text styles to use my custom fonts. When I export the final PDF, I make 2 versions, sheets with single pages for reading on a device, and spreads with pages imposed to print properly on 8.5 by 11 paper and fold it in half and then staple for an RPGzine. Please support my work. Like and subscribe. Share my videos and tweets on your social networks. Back my projects on Kickstarter. Buy my RPGs or t-shirts from my website and DriveThruRPG or Redbubble. www.hopsbush.com. Gruesome Ghoulies is the spooky tabletop role-playing game of cartoon hijinks. Be a ghoul, solve mysteries, drive a hot rod, play in a rock and roll band. Back at now on Kickstarter as part of Zine Quest 3, www.gruesomeghoulies.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.